Your life is a reflection of the choices you make. Own them and watch yourself thrive.
Hi there. I don't know how many times I have to say this on the internet, but just because a fat person exists does not mean that we want your unwanted and unsolicited health advice. I never asked for it. I don't want it. I'm existing on the internet, bro. You're not my doctor. You don't know anything about me. Your comment makes it seem like you believe that every single fat person dies because they're fat, and that every single fat person has health issues because they are fat. Guess what, buddy? That's not accurate. That's not the truth. You are uneducated, and you are harassing fat people online with unwanted health advice. Did you know that I'm fat? I'm aware of it. I have a doctor. I go to my doctor. We talk about it. You don't need to do that because you're a stranger on the internet who is not qualified and who doesn't know me. And the fact that you think I'm stupid enough that I don't think about my health, bro, give me more credit than that.
This rant is a prime example of dodging accountability under the guise of just existing. The reality is, if you're posting online, you're inviting opinions, whether you like them or not. The fact that this person is so defensive about receiving health advice is interesting. Sure, not every fat person dies from being fat or has health issues solely because of it, but pretending that obesity doesn't come with significant health risks is just ignorance. If you know you're fat, you've talked to your doctor about it, and you're still brushing off concern as harassment, maybe it's time to reconsider who's really being uneducated here. The internet isn't a safe space where only validation is allowed. Sometimes, tough truths come with the territory.
I always get "you'll be dead before 25 or 30. Someone said I wouldn't live past 25 on a post about my 30th birthday. People are so stupid.
I'm not fat, I'm a teddy bear.
Remember, taking responsibility for your actions is the first step toward real growth.
Our next video is a perfect example of how body positivity has been twisted into an excuse for avoiding personal responsibility. The speaker blames society for being mean and cruel to people in larger bodies, yet ignores the reality that health risks and societal challenges often come with being significantly overweight.
This is where body positivity went wrong. It said Delulu is the Salulu, essentially. By making body image a matter of confidence and self-love, and completely ignoring the fact that we are incredibly mean and cruel to people in larger bodies, and that does affect people, and instead putting it on the backs of those people to love themselves enough so that it no longer affects them, what people think of them. Meanwhile, what people think of them impacts their access to medical care, whether they are considered in design of spaces, whether they are considered in clothing design, whether they have any clothes made for them at all, etc., etc., etc. And let's not even forget the mere and simple social consequences of being in a category that's deemed undesirable and disgusting, and even in some cases contagious. So what we pose as the individual solution to this systemic problem was to just love yourself enough that none of that matters anymore, because all you need is you, because you're a bootstrapped capitalist individualist girl boss and you just need to work harder to overcome. That just doesn't work, because we exist in the context of all in which we live and what came before us, okay?
Instead of focusing on the real need for healthier habits, she argues that it's everyone else's fault for not catering to those choices. The idea that self-love alone can't fix systemic problems is just a convenient way to avoid the hard truth. Health and well-being require effort, not just feel-good slogans. Pretending that all criticism is rooted in cruelty is a disservice to those who could benefit from honest advice about the impact of obesity on their lives.
Success starts with the courage to hold yourself accountable.
I can't chug bacon grease right now because I'm at a festival having fun living my life, but have fun in the basement. Enjoy the Red Bull.
But you are still eating. Food makes everything better? Why must fun be connected to food?
No one can steer your life in the right direction but you. Own your path.
Being fat is actually very cool because you get to find out who people are very, very quickly. You find out if people are assholes and horrible people very quickly and very easily. No more are there moments of like, oh, I didn't know know they were weird. I didn't know, like, they were mean. I didn't know they were gonna, like, be so judgy. We know. Immediately we know. Sure, there are outliers who obviously slip through and all that, but fat phobia is such a hard thing to unlearn for so many people, even if they've unlearned other things.
So I need to unlearn that fat has health implications?
That it really shows you the amount of work that people have put into being compassionate, respectful, informed human beings. And it shows you right off the bat who is worth your time. Because people don't respect fat people enough to pretend with them. And they don't respect fat people enough to even give them the time of day in the first place. So you learn very, very quickly the type of person someone is, because they treat you pretty immediately, in most cases, how they see you.
I'm afraid if I lose weight I won't have this ability anymore.
This video spins the narrative that being fat is somehow a moral litmus test for others, which is just a way to deflect from personal responsibility. The idea that people are assholes for not tiptoeing around someone's weight is absurd. Respect and compassion are earned through actions and character, not demanded as a shield against uncomfortable truths. If someone judges you harshly, it might not just be about your size, it could be a reflection of unhealthy choices that have visible consequences. Not everyone who doesn't coddle your feelings is fat-phobic, some are just honest.
Every decision you make is a chance to take control of your future.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Shit Marissa Says, What I Eat in a Day as a Fat Person Who Is Not on a Diet. So, as you can see, I started with a nice coffee. Then I had my famous toast again with some eggs, feta, and my sauteed chard. Look how cute Phantom is begging for food while I eat. I had some Harvey's crispy chicken sandwich with lots of pickles. I love pickles. And the fries were pretty good, too. Look how cute he is! Then I had some of these acai berry thingies from Dollarama. They were really good. And I had a little granola bowl with blueberries and milk. And that's all today for me promoting obesity. Thank you for watching. Have a good day!
No one believes you eat like this, and that you spend even this amount of effort into your meals.
Don't wait for change. Create it by taking responsibility for your actions.